This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
First caution of the night comes out at California. We're hearing something on the backstretch.
But like I was saying, Phil, Jack could have pinned Todd down and cost them both space, cost them both track time. But he decided to let Todd roll on in there, settle down for third. Robert Richardson got spun around over there on the backstretch, Phil.
Yeah, that's the winyourmortgage.com #1 Dodge. Robert, look at the very bottom of your screen, that yellow truck in black right in the middle. Just got a little bit sideways through there. The 04 of Scott Lagasse Jr. drove around the outside of him, but he was already sideways. See, there's
from going into the wall. That pavement lets you slide to a side. He needs to slow that thing down. He'll blow out a tire and tear that truck all to pieces.
Now, at this restart, remember the 20.
Oh, we got a spin.
That's Robert Richardson. We talked about him being up in front of the field on the restart, and now the caution comes out as he's spun coming out of turn 4.
He's going to run out of tires.
This is the second spin. Let's see if we can take a look back at what caused maybe this spin by Robert Richardson.
But if you spin out and you run out of tires is your worst problem, that's not a bad thing. That means you didn't hit much.
You just got loose. This truck is obviously too loose. That's the second time Dennis Setzer had an oh-so-close call, along with the 20 of John Wood. He spun right down between those two trucks.
Nice battle there. These two have been trying to sort this deal out for about 5 or 6 laps. I've been watching them as the leaders close in.
Jack Sprague went right beside Aaron Crocker, got her loose. She makes her way to the infield, and that brings out our 4th caution of the night.
She got a little bit loose when Jack Sprague, the 60 truck, went around the outside of her.
And, you know, that looked just like when Robert Richardson spun out. You know, she was slower than those leaders. And when you're slower and a guy comes flying around you, like Sprague did, it'll suck your truck right around. You don't even know what happened.
Let's take a look back at it, Michael, and see if we can see exactly what happened. We were riding along with her. We saw her get sideways. Watch.
Right, we're going to have to stop.
There's the 60 truck. She's already getting loose. She's wiggling right there. She stays off of Jack Sprague, and she almost saves this thing. Watch her. When it gets back straight, she lets off the brakes, but then the momentum brings it on around.
Bill Lester with him. They're marching to the front.
There's Mike Bliss on the inside of a 3-wide battle. The 21 in the middle. Stacy.
Almost.
That's Eric Norris, the 07 Ringers truck. There's a 25 Boston Reed. He's got quite a bit of damage.
He unfortunately got tore up down at Daytona, and now here he is again with his truck tore up.
I think we're going to watch the 07. He got a little bit loose. He was on the outside of the 12 of Joey Miller. He got loose, chased his truck up the hill. Boston Reed, for the 2nd week in a row, came by with absolutely nowhere to go. Made some pretty significant contact with the 07.
Mention Aaron Crocker got the last Aaron's lucky dog. Aaron.
Wow. Mike Wallace got loose, and
there
now Kelly Sutton goes spinning around.
No caution yet,
We'll
boys.
see if a caution comes out.
It does come out.
The best can here.
And Mark Martin, Mike Bean,
Hey,
Jack
come on
Sprague,
up.
Tony Furr are all breathing a sigh of relief right now.
Good. You're good. Caution's out.
There was a lot of trucks that got loose right there. Mike Wallace was almost sideways. Welcome back to the California Speedway. We look at our Aqua Velva out of the blue moment.
See the 30 truck, 3rd in line, Todd Bodine, and we had a couple trucks that stayed on the racetrack. Todd, before he gets to the start-finish line, pulls to the inside, pulls up beside the 1 truck. If he would have backed off, got behind the 1 truck, he would have been able to stay on the racetrack. He got penalized. He got black flagged. He came in while they were in. They topped it off the fuel.
Mark Martin out in front of Todd Bodine by almost a second, though, as we have under 3 laps of racing to go. Right now, 27 trucks on the lead lap. Mark Martin coming to the start-finish line. 2 laps of racing for Mark Martin.
We heard Bobby Hudson, his spotter, tell him 2 more laps. Todd picked up another 1/10 of a second. He's going to have to get about 3 or 4 tenths each lap right now to be able to catch Mark Martin. There you see Jack Roush trying to add to his list of all-time wins in the Truck Series. He holds a record right now.
That time, Mark. About 4.5, 5 back, babe. All yours.
Oh, problems. Mike Wallace in the 59 into the wall. The caution flag will come out. We did not receive the white flag. This means we will have a green-white checkered finish.
Wow, that was a hard hit by Mike. 2nd week in a row, he's had a bad crash.
He's able to drive away, but he's He's done some serious damage to the front of that truck. The caution flag was the last thing those guys wanted us. Back over in 1 and 2. There's the 15 of Kyle Krisloff, the 59 of Mike Wallace on the inside. They're side by side here. So they drive down the back straightaway.
Just remember, these tires are slipping, Phil. He just can't get a good grip.
We're late in the race too, Michael. He wants to get by. But they make a little contact there, make some more contact. Oh, wow.
He just had that thing just was slipping every which way, Phil, and he just couldn't quite get it headed back in the right direction.
Here's another view. That's from Bobby Hamilton. He got a little bit loose, tried to save it, overcorrected.
Good job, you missed it.
And the truck went right into the outside wall. Hard hit for Mike Wallace.
Here's the restart. Mark Martin in front of Todd Bodine, Ted Musgrave. 2 laps of racing to go.
He should be in high gear. He got through the transmission cleanly. Let's see what he does in turns 1 and 2.
The field clean through the restart.
Right down to the bottom of the racetrack.
Wow. Great corner by Mark Martin.
1.5 back. Good run off there, Mark.
That's what he wants to hear, Rick.
Mark Martin trying to lose the draft of the 2 trucks behind him, but here comes Todd Bodine and Ted Musgrave. They've closed the gap as they go through 3 and 4.
Todd's trying to get up on his back and get him loose. Didn't quite do it that corner. One more time.
This time by, the white flag flies. Mark Martin, 2 miles to go to have back-to-back victories in 06.
Don't forget teammates running second and third. The 30 of Todd Bodine, the 9 of Ted Musgrave. Let's see if Todd can drive up in the center of the corner.
A good run through 2. Down the back stretch they go.
Digging, you're pulling on him now. He's 1 back. You're pulling him 1.5 back.
That spotter Bobby Hudson giving Mark all the information he needs.
Mark Martin with a 1.5 truck length between himself and Todd Bodine. Makes his way through 3 and 4. The left tire's on the inside of the white line. As he comes out of 4, he will see the checkered flag and win the Racetickets.com 200, presented on speed by KFC.
What a terrific... Oh, we got trouble. Stacy Compton into the outside wall, coming down for the checker.
Wow. It's a hard crash there, Phil.
Sure was.
What happened?
Not quite sure. We'll have to take a look at it.
Look good, but thank you so much, Mark, from the bottom of my heart.
Mark Martin waving to the crowd.
Same deal, buddy. You are the man.
Mike Beam and Bobby Hudson both telling Mark that he is their hero.
See the damage of the 21 of Stacy Compton trying to make his way down pit road. Let's take a look at what took place there as they came to the checkers.
It looked like he was perhaps going to voice some displeasure with someone.
Looks like he may have squeezed a truck into the outside wall. He was on the inside of a truck, and then that probably turned him head on into the wall, as you see.
That's just typical last lap stuff there. He didn't want to come off the gas, Phil, and I think his momentum carried him out into the other truck, turned himself right into the wall.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.